Okay, the first problem of the review, all it is all you have to do is identify which trig ratio is you're going to use, okay? So, first question asks, write the trig ratio for cosine x. So, cosine x, right? So, x is right here. Okay, remember cosine is equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse, okay? This is the adjacent, this is the hypotenuse, okay? So cosine of x should equal to a 12 over 15, okay? 12 over 15, if you put this in your calculator, it should equal to 0.8, okay? So our answer here is C. Moving on to the next problem. What is tan K? Okay, K, right there. So I got tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. Tangent, so tangent of K, okay, this is our opposite. And our adjacent, okay, because down here's our hypotenuse, so this one should be our adjacent right there, okay, adjacent. Okay, so that's 45, okay, so tan K equals 24 over 45. If we reduce 24 over 45, that should give us, if we divide both by 3, it should give us 8 over 15. Okay. Moving on to the next problem. First two problem, all we're doing is identifying, okay? This next problem, we're going to see if you know how to, the steps to solving, okay? To find AC. AC is right here, so I'm going to put an X here, okay? So if you look at it, this is, from here, this is adjacent. I have the hypotenuse, okay? And this is opposite, okay? So this one is the adjacent, this one's hypotenuse. Okay, so I'm going to do both of them, okay? So I'm going to do sine of 23 is equal to adjacent, no, sorry, not sine, this is cosine. Let me erase that. Cosine of 23 is equal to adjacent, which is our x, over 7.8. Okay. Now remember to solve for x, we just moved the 7.8 over there. Okay, I'm going to do the sine also, okay? So sine of 67 is equal, since this is opposite, x over 7.8. Remember, I moved the 7.8 over here. 7.8 sine 67. Now, I'm going to look for these answers. Okay, x equals to 7.8 cosine 23 is here. 7.8 sine 67 is not here. Okay, so this is going to be our answer right here, okay? This is a good answer, but it's not a choice, okay? (7.8) cosine 23. Alright, moving on to number 4. Okay, the legs of the right triangle measures 14 and 25. So I'm going to draw a right triangle. Okay. The legs are 14 and 25. Remember, these are called the legs. This is called the hypotenuse. To the nearest tenth of a degree, what is the measure of the angle opposite the shortest side? So this is opposite the shortest side. So I'm looking for this right here. So right now this is opposite, and I have adjacent. So I'm going to use tangent of x is equal to 14 over 25. Remember, anytime we want to find the angle, we're going to use the inverse. So that's tan negative 1 of 14 over 25. Okay? And if you put that in your calculator, you should get 29.2. Okay? The legs, okay? Same kind of problem. The words are different, okay? The legs of is 11.4 and 15.1. What is the measure of the smallest angle? Remember, the smallest angle always is opposite the smallest sides. Okay, so this is opposite, okay? So we're doing the same thing. Tangent of x is equal to 11.4 over 15.1. Remember again, finding angle, you use the inverse. So tangent negative 1 is equal to 11.4 over 15.1. You do that in the calculator, you should get 37.1, I think, degrees, which is B. Okay, number 6. Number 6 is a bad drawing, okay? If you look at this, this should be 26. This should be 24. Okay, so we're not gonna do that, okay? Number 7. Find sine of f and sine of g. Remember, sine is opposite over adjacent. Opposite over hypotenuse. So opposite is here. So sine f is equal to 96 over 100. 96 divided by 100 is 0.96. Sine g, okay, g opposites over here, is equal to 28 over 100, which is 0.28. Okay, so sine g is equal to 0.8, sine f is equal to 0.96. Okay, moving on to number 8. A slide, little kid slide. You have ladders going up. Usually the ladders are not 90 degrees like this, but we're pretending ours is. Okay, and we get a triangle. The slide is 3.8, and the angle with the ground, so this is 25 degrees. How high is the slide? Again, this is going to be tangent, okay? Tangent of 25 is equal to opposite, which is x over 3.8, okay? We move the 3.8 over here, so x is equal to 3.8 tangent of 25, which is going to equal to, we do that, I think we get 1.605, which is equal to, if we round it, is 1.61. A skateboard, okay, a skateboard ramp, okay, just a ramp is, it's going to end up being a triangle, okay? And we have our skateboard person coming down the ramp, okay? This is 3.5, and with the horizontal, okay? Horizontal is here, 6. What is the measure of the ramp that makes with the horizontal, okay? So we're looking for this. Again, this looks like another tangent problem. Tangent of x is equal to 3.5 over 6. Okay, so x is equal to, anytime we find angle, we have to get the inverse. And then we redo that. Okay, and do it blah 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 correctly. You should get 30 degrees. Okay, we'll do one more section and then okay, a 12-foot ladder is leaning up against the side of the house. The ladder makes an angle of 62 degrees. Okay, I have a ladder, and this is my house. Okay, 62 degrees. This is 12 feet. How far up? So here I have opposite over hypotenuse, so I'm going to use sine. So sine of 62 is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Again, I move this over here, so I get x is equal to 12 sine 62. Okay, so I get x is equal to 10.6. Last one. I've got my helicopter. Okay, angle of depression. Okay, so angle of depression, remember, is from the line of sight down. So this is 22. The altitude of the helicopter, altitude is another word for height. Okay, same thing as height. Okay, is 1450. To the nearest foot, what is the horizontal distance? So they want the horizontal distance. All right, so this is an opposite over adjacent. Okay, so tan 22 is equal to 1450 over x. Remember, if x is on the bottom, we got to switch places with it. Okay, so x is equal to 1450 divided by tan 22, tangent of 22 degrees. We do that, we get a big number, and it becomes 3,589. Okay, so that's C.